this week on the Bubble Chat.
They had ample time to blur it out. They didn't. They let us get mad about it.
See it every day. Millions of celebrities having their private information leaked or being swarmed while they're just trying to do something as normal as getting groceries.
I will say, the queen, she can laugh at stuff. She even talked about on many performances. And have we heard anything? No.
He's slick, but you did it on purpose. Kiss the motherfucker face with the neck and with a kiss. Stop fucking playing. Look. You ain't nothing but a refurbished stripper. Gone reality star falling from the orbit.
Welcome to the Bubble Chat. It's International Women's Day, and honestly, the vibe here isn't just celebratory, it's exhausting. We're coming to you live from bed, which is very comfortable and more like high budget crisis center. Today we're looking at the woman of the hour, the month, the decade, Charli XCX. Specifically, we're dissecting the moment energy, that dizzying, nauseating, lime green intersection where being a genius meets a brand, and how that whole machine tries to swallow women whole.
Right. And if you've seen the trailer for the new mockumentary or seen it in the theaters, you know the feeling. It's that big Brat era spiral, that strobe lights. It's what's in my bag videos that feel like a hostage situation. The corporate pressure to keep the moment alive forever. It's funny, sure, but it's also bordering horror story about the consistent demand to be innovative and cool every single second of the motherfucking day. On a day meant to celebrate women's power, we want to talk about the cost of that power, the burnout, the creative betrayals, and the sheer audacity it takes to say, I don't motherfucking know what I want when the whole world is staring at you.
We're joined today by a panel that's seen the inside of the industry. Bubble, the one that protects you from the world that suffocates the art. We're talking about the women who build these empires only to watch the industry try to sanitize them because they don't want to offend anyone. It's International Women's Day. So let's get fucking messy. Let's talk about the women who refuse to be polished, the ones who are volatile, insecure, and bratish, which is keyword for bitch, because frankly, being a perfect icon is a full-time job that doesn't pay enough.
That's right. So grab your overpriced matcha, your lukewarm gas station coffee, or whatever gets you going through the cycle. We're going to dive into the satire, the reality, the neon green wreckage of pop stardom. We're asking, can you actually be an independent woman when you're also a global commodity? Or is it the only way to win, kill the air before it kills you? This is the Bubble Chat. It's raw, it's chaotic, and it's definitely not the fucking family friendly. Wait, are we supposed to say this, nephew? And it's definitely not family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it.
There you go. I mean, are we gonna do it? Just
We're gonna do it.
Okay. Johan. Because this was your whole segment. Like, you the reason. Okay. Are you still recording?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Did you want me to keep going?
You next on the docket, sis.
All right, let's get into the heavy stuff. By now, I'm sure everyone has heard about the incident at the 79th British Academy Film Awards, also known as the BAFTAs. or BFTA. That has everyone talking about as everyone talking for all the wrong reasons. During a red carpet interview, Tourette's activist John Davidson used a racial slur that was broadcasted by the BBC. The BBC has since ordered a fast track probe into what they're calling a serious mistake. Essentially, the interview was pre recorded, but about 10 to 15 minutes, which should have been plenty of time for an editor or a compliance officer to catch it and I don't know, beep it out. But instead, it went live to millions. The BBC has issued a formal apology stating that the slur was completely unacceptable and that their internal systems failed to catch it during the short delay. Davidson, who has been a vocal advocate for Tourette's awareness for decades, was there to highlight the condition. But the lack of editorial oversight has completely overshadowed the message. Both the BBC and BAFTA of editorial oversight have completely overshadowed the message. My bad. It's such a layered situation because you have the reality of a neurological disability meeting the deep real world trauma of racial slurs. I'm curious to get your thoughts. Where does the responsibility lie? Is it strictly a massive failure of the BBC production team for missing in the edit? Or do you think the industry needs a completely different approach to how they handle the inclusion and safely in these high rooms?
You know, duct tape that motherfucker about the mouth and sit him in the corner and face him the wall. Okay?
No.
What is the point of having someone with Tourette's there and not being open to a very,
Yeah.
very high potential possibility this motherfucker gonna say some shit?
Nigger. I don't know if I say that, but he said,
I'm just saying, nigga, however you want to do it, right? With a hard R or AH. What the fuck
child,
was
they
you
said
saying?
there was a
What was
microphone
you
right
thinking?
next to him.
Does this make sense? I mean, because see, this is
No.
what we need AI like a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Because you play stupid games, you win silly prizes.
I have some insight for this because I was into it when it first happened. First of all, they had ample ample time to blur it out. They didn't. They let us get mad about it. And
And
then
I'm
the bitch,
sure,
go ahead.
no, I'm sure
Yeah.
they used his his condition against him. That's probably
Yeah.
why they didn't
Hmm.
take it out because it. But why you got this motherfucker anyway? Put some duct tape on that motherfucker. Mom sit his ass on the corner, face on the wall.
And I'm confused as to why they never say nice things. How come it's never, you're beautiful, kill it, bitch.
Hey nephew,
Welcome back. You're muted. Oh, there you go.
maybe you need to replug up your mic, nephew. You looking like Michelle. I'm feeling like Beyonce.
Oh, Jesus.
Just muted it. Duct tape him about the mouth and hog tie his ass and sit him in the back corner of the goddamn room.
I've spent a lot of time looking into this because there are just so many mixed opinions flying around. Some people are outraged at what was said, while others are blaming the BBC for not preventing it. I wanted to share my view based on the research I've done myself. Now, I'm no physical psychology or medical expert, so I don't know it all, and I really can't say if John has other conditions alongside his Tourette's, but I do understand what Tourette syndrome is and the sounds people in the community make. It's a neurological disorder that causes these unwanted, uncontrolled, rapid, and repeated movements or vocal sounds we call tics. If you have if you have them, you literally cannot stop your body from doing it. According to an article from The Conversation, what happened with John at the awards makes it clear that Tourette's is still deeply misunderstood, especially when it comes to coprolalia. I do hope I said that right. For those who don't know, it's this involuntary swearing or the utterance of the obscene words or remarks that are socially inappropriate, derogatory, or offensive. Based on my research, this is like something that John lives with. It actually reminds me of an episode from South Park with the kid Thomas. The creators mentioned that he has Tourette syndrome, but he didn't explicitly label the coprolalia, coprolalia part, even though that's exactly what he was experiencing, because it's a complex thing to navigate, and it really puts the focus on where the responsibility lies.
I agree.
It puts me into the mind frame of thinking about how CDs used to skip. Like it's playing, everything is fine, and skips. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's a tick, right? Something like a glitch, right? A monkey wrench in the programming of the tongue. Duct tape that motherfucker all the time, put him in the back of the conference room.
Quite simple.
What's up? What next on the docket, nephew?
Well, switching gears to some celebrity legal news that just hit the wires, Backstreet Boy Brian Literal is back in the headlines, but not for residency. He's officially filed a trespassing complaint in Florida that was recently dismissed. According to reports from People, this stems from a long-running dispute involving a neighbor and property boundaries. Littrell originally filed a complaint a while back, but after some procedural back and forth, he's doubling down on the legal action. The core of the issue seems to be about privacy and where one person's land ends and another's begins, a classic rich people problem. Scenario that has escalated that A classic rich people scenario that has escalated into actual police reports and court filings. It's a reminder that even if you're part of one of the biggest boy bands in history, property line disputes can just get as messy as any Hollywood drama. Celebrity or not, everyone has a right to privacy on their own land, but filing a complaint usually means things have hit a breaking point. So, bubblers, do we think this is just a case of Star protecting his peace, or does the public nature of these filings make you wonder if there's more to the story between these neighbors? What do you guys think about it?
There was a story, a sister named Karen and a brother named Caillou. I'm gonna leave it right there.
I think this is something that, we see it every day. Millions of celebrities having their private information leaked or being swarmed while they're just trying to do something as normal as getting groceries. We've reached a point where we've forgotten that these celebrities are human beings. Because, at the end of the day, they aren't just characters on a screen. They're people who deserve to walk down the street without a digital target on their back. And what's even more wild is seeing this happen to child and teen actors. People see a kid out in the public and expect them to act like a character they played on a show, or they leak their private info because they feel entitled to them. We really need to knock it the fuck off, because treating a teenager like they owe you their private life because they did a job on camera is toxic. And we're dehumanizing people for entertainment, and it's a line we shouldn't even be crossing. So,
Y'all remember that show, 13 Reasons Why?
mm-hmm.
So that was filmed in Vallejo when I used to live out there or whatever. And I didn't know at first what they were filming for. So when you start to see certain people, you're like, oh, that's I've seen some of the actors in Walmart and I never thought to say, let me go bother them. Let me go. I simply didn't give a fuck. And they're still people. But I brought that up because one of the actresses on there had to literally go on her social media and say, stop bullying me. I'm not my character.
Yeah.
It's sad that they have to do that. People really get so intertwined with characters that they're playing and feel obligated to talk crap on their social medias, and it's just crazy. I never understood the type of person who can do that. That's to me, that's stupid. Like, why are you going to this person's social media? So I don't know.
I'm gonna say that when you do a good job, you're gonna get that reaction. So I just
Mm,
applaud them for the amazing work that they've done when we know who you are not and who you are. And
true.
we can't differentiate that when we actually see you.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I made a mental note of. When I see celebrities, I never fan out. I casually
Mm-hmm.
speak to them and I say their name. When I
Yep.
met Kris Jenner, Tyra Banks, any celebrity that I've ever met, Jason Lee, how you doing, Jason? I'm from the Bay Area to Kris Jenner. Hey, Chris, it's nice to see you. As if I've seen her before. You know what I mean?
They're
David,
regular people.
what's the guy? His name? He was on. He was Jason's lyric. What's his name?
Oh, fine light skin.
Him. Alan.
Payne. Yeah,
Alan.
Alan Payne.
Right, I was, hey, Alan, how you doing? Seen him in Topanga Mall,
Mm-hmm.
very casually. Miles from Wisha. I didn't know his name, but I was like, Miles, you all grown up. He had a beans, fat ass beans, but
Marcus Pope.
So as I said, when I saw Lucius from Beauty and Black or Black and Beauty at Costco in LA, I said, Nick, I said, Lucius, you's a dirty motherfucker.
Because he
I
did
get
a good
upset with him.
role.
But I was like, you were
Mm-hmm.
amazing on the show. You know what I'm saying? I was able
Mm-hmm.
to differentiate it. But yeah, let's applaud all the actors and actors out there that are doing their job and we going crazy over who they get paid to be. And we can recognize for them who they really, really are.
You right.
That's right. So moving on. We got to talk about the latest update in the Going Zone saga with the Jolie Pitt family because it's getting intense. According to a new report from TMZ, Brad Pitt's oldest son, Maddox, has officially dropped Pitt from his last name in his credits of Angelina's new movie, Couture. He's now professionally going by Maddox Jolie.
Mm.
This is just a one-off thing either. Maddox is following in the footsteps of his sister, Shiloh, and Zahara, and Vivian, who have all taken steps to distance themselves from the Pitt name over the last couple of years. But what's really making waves today is the reaction from Brad's camp. A close friend of Brad spoke to TMZ, which is not a motherfucking friend that's talking to TMZ, and basically slammed Angelina, calling this a textbook example of what a successful campaign to separate a family looks like. The friend is reportedly fuming, while sources say Brad himself is just heartbroken over the continued, distancing from his children. Motherfucker, please. This feels like a classic he said, she said, playing out through them goddamn kids' identities. When a 24-year-old like Maddox makes a professional name change, do we view this as an independent adult making a choice, or does the timing working on his mother's film, like the campaign allegations from Brad's friends, carry more weight? Let me say this. We tend to forget that sick ass relationship Angelina Jolie had with her own fucking father. Let's just
I
go.
didn't even know they were together at first at all when I first found out. All I know is that Brad filed a lawsuit against Angela, I believe, from what looks like a battle over a house.
No, back in the day, Angelina Jolie had a very, very weird relationship with her biological father. Real weird,
Yeah, her father,
right?
strange father
So,
was John Boyd.
and so, this, I mean, it may go, it may be parallel in some wavelengths to think that why you take your mama name, right? Why you just can keep your name? But then guess what? What they talking about these their kids and things like that. I'm sorry to say you raised them with your damn kids. If he wanted to be Maddox cacti, he could do just like if he wanted to identify as a cacti. He could. They're a family, yes. Biologically, are you their parents? No, you're not. It's just like a auntie or someone in the neighborhood, very close friend of the family. You look at them like their mother. They have given you a motherly role. Them ain't your damn kids.
Okay, correct me.
Not to disrespect, not to be disrespectful, but that he's grown,
Right.
grown. And on top of that, like, and there's the thing. See, legally, when you adopt 20, 21, 25, 18, those are the breakoff years where, these, and I'm not saying you will trash or demise a relationship that you have from being raised by someone. But at this point, it's a full grown ass man who doesn't owe you anything. He's out there working. And if you want to change his name, let him do it. But it might be a little bit weird. Just considering Jolie and how she's get out. So
Yes,
And correct
to
me if I'm
a star parents, he'll be okay. But I had to look it up. I had to see why don't he talk to his kids? Does he see his kids? And I just got a little bit of information, and honestly, I understand. I mean, something happened in 2016. That's damn near 10 years ago. But like you said, they are adults. And as far as the whole name thing, I mean,
let
it's
him
a
be who
fucking
he is.
name. It's a
Let him,
name. Like, I don't, weeks
let him
off.
all
be
right,
who
well,
he is.
all right, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's entirely possible that Maddox has just made a choice to cut Brad out of his life. Or I don't know what
Hmm.
reasons. I don't really know for sure if that's true, but we know Angela used Brad's last name when they first got married. And yes, most of the children have now removed Pitt from their names. And honestly, I don't think it was necessary for a close friend to come out and slam the kids for that. And because, like you said, Adonis, at
That's
24,
the point.
Maddox is an adult, and this was a personal decision. There's a real chance they just don't want anything to do with him right now, likely as a result of what looks like a very messy divorce and a costly legal action.
Hmm.
It's their life, and they're the ones who have to navigate that relationship.
Yeah. All right. Is this me? Is this segment me?
Hmm.
Oh God, I always get the Cardi B. We've got
Yay!
some late, huh?
I say yay.
Whatever, hater. We've got some late breaking drama from 30 Rock and the Barbs, that's me, and the Barty Gang.
Yay.
According to a report from TMZ, things got incredibly tense behind the scenes of Saturday Night Live this week. Apparently, Cardi B, who was there prepping for her appearance or whatever, apparently threw a fit. And after seeing the initial script, the source of the tension, the writers had proposed a joke that referenced her long-standing feud with the Queen, Nicki Minaj. The reports say Cardi wasn't having it at all, like a hating ass bitch, allegedly, making it clear that she wouldn't perform the sketch if the jab stayed in. While Saturday Night Live is famous for leaning into celebrity drama and roasting its hosts, it seems Cardi is drawing a very hard line when it comes to her history with the Queen, Nicki Minaj. The joke was eventually scrapped to keep the peace because she a hating ass hoe. But the rumors of the backstage fallout are already everywhere. SNL is usually a place where celebrities go to prove they can laugh at themselves. But she ain't the drama. I'm sorry I have to about this, but is some drama just too deep for a 3-minute sketch? Do we think Barty was right to protect her peace and keep the focus on her performance? Or does
Yes.
refusing the joke just end up giving the feud more oxygen? Me first, as a barb, I will say, the queen, she can laugh at stuff. She's been talked about on many performances, and have we heard anything? No. So to hear about Barty, who's on this tour, be crying about a feud that actually kind of gave her a little bit more of a relevance is diabolical to me. Like, how dare you get mad at the hand that fed you, you whack bitch? Your turn. We're gonna clip this. I'm gonna put that on my YouTube. Hmm.
All I got
Like
to
I can totally understand why Cardi would crash out over this. I mean, when you look at the history there, it really doesn't seem like this is something that is ever going to get resolved. And I don't think it was is as far as Cardi destroying the equipment, she denies it. I don't
I would
but
too.
say that she did, say that she did. Let's just say that she did. I wouldn't
Sources
think
said that she did.
but say that she did.
allegedly.
I don't think it was necessary to go as far as destroying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, but I really do get where she's coming from. I think she snapped because she feels that SNL was even wrong for even bringing Nikki's name to her, because I think writers probably think maybe she'll laugh at this or maybe this will bring closure. But honestly, it doesn't look like something that Cardi is ever going to see that way. I mean, if she's made it clear that she doesn't want to be associated with that drama,
Right.
they should have just respected their boundaries, and because SNL should have known better not to mention Nikki to Cardi, not on live TV, and definitely not in this skit. Because when you ignore someone's no-go zone, you can't be surprised when things get jack shit chaotic, or batshit crazy. Excuse me.
Well, I'm
I,
surprised that she could
I
read the
know.
teleprompter.
I know her tour is called "Am I the Drama," which was exceptionally phenomenal, by the way. But what I will say is, I would assume probably her being in her mode, being on tour, handling her business, doing what she got to do. Last thing
Her
she
baby daddy
out,
leaving her.
all those things, right? Um, the with all that, it's like, oh God, again, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of respect that. She was just trying to keep it PI, be respectful, like moving forward. Like what you eat don't make me shit. You see what I'm saying? Like my bag don't stop your bag. Like I said, I think she probably was in the zone and then just want to, break off and be messy. You know what I mean? Like we already know how catty messy she how catty she can be and how petty Mrs. Petty is. So I'm just happy she, ducked the bullet.
Mm,
Now,
postpartum.
in honor of our Brat theme and our ongoing
Oh
celebration,
wait, oh wait, hold on. I think you have the. I think we have you have the Nene leaks.
my bad. Okay. Now, we've got a hard launch update that's already been walked back, sort of. Real Housewives of Atlanta icon Nene Leakes was spotted Wednesday night at a Memphis Grizzlies game, looking very cozy with the new man. And of course, the internet immediately went into a frenzy. The man in question is Arthur Horn III, a prominent Memphis attorney. Video footage obtained by TMZ, The Devil, showed the two sitting courtside looking very hugged up and affectionate throughout the game. But the moment that really went viral was a clip of them seemingly sharing a kiss as they were leaving the arena. However, Nene took to social media today to put her own spin on the footage. She's insisting that they were not actually kissing. She said it was just a peck and the boost was definitely flowing that night in Memphis. Whether it was a full on kiss or just a friendly peck, it's clear Nene is outside and enjoying herself. This makes her the first major public appearance with a new romantic interest since her breakup with that name. And it's definitely got people talking about this new chapter in her love life. Nene has always been an open book, but she previously said that she wants to keep her next relationship private. Does setting the record straight about giving a kiss or a peck actually help keep things private? Or was she just leaning back into the spotlight we know and love her for? Me first. You know what the fuck you doing, bitch. How the hell you gonna sit courtside and canoodle with a motherfucker and I think ain't nobody gonna be in your business and then you trying to be slick, but you did it on purpose, gonna kiss the motherfucker, say it was a peck and it wasn't a kiss. Stop fucking playing. Now look here. You ain't nothing but a refurbished stripper. Gone reality star falling from the orbit.
Oh,
I'm sorry. And here you are with the time traveling, trying to figure out where you're gonna pick, where you're gonna go, where you end up. Because the last thing you did, you end up you just died. It's over. It's non-existent. You know what I'm saying? I think she is trying to keep up a little hoopla and a little stir in the streets about her, so she can gradually come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I believe. They're gonna put on Traders. They're gonna put on Girls Trip. They're gonna do some things. She's gonna end up back on Atlanta, just like Phaedra.
Oh, okay.
And Nene, if you's a real bitch, fight for Kenya to come back when you come.
We don't want Kenya back.
Yes.
No comment for me.
Kenya's a good time. Kenya's a good time.
She is a good
She's a
time,
good
but she definitely went a bit too far with her last performance.
She's a good time.
Um,
So what you think? What you think? What you think? Was this a snob hop for the
love me
media?
some Nene. She can't do no wrong in my eyes, but as a woman, kind of, I think I know what happened. So here's what I think happened. I think she was having a good time with her boo. Think that she thought this is a soft launch. You know, we about to step out. I think his girlfriend messaged him that night, and he got caught. She probably got embarrassed. So before it comes out that he's married and got bad credit, I feel like she just got ahead of everything and was like, you know what? I'm not with him. We was just, boom, get out my business. That's what I think happened.
And ain't she the one told him don't see that close your legs to their end?
Oh, well,
Uh-huh.
but RIP to Greg. What you think?
Like Adonis said, it's like I agree with Adonis, and I agree with you also. I have no comment.
Keep it just like that, huh? Hey. Well, in honor of our Brat theme and our ongoing celebration of Women's History Month, we're shining a massive spotlight today on the architect herself, Charli XCX.
Before she was the face of Brad Green and a global hyper-pop phenomenon, Charli was a teenager with a dream and a MySpace page. She actually started out in the London warehouse rave scene where she was just 14, using the name Charli XCX because it was literally her MSN Messenger handle. Her parents used to drive her to these illegal raves and wait in the back while she performed. Talk about supportive. She spent years in what some called pop limbo, too experimental for the charts, but too pop for the underground. She didn't change for the industry, she waited for the industry to change her.
Man, that's
And we are back. You are listening to the Bubble Chat. If you are just joining us, we've been diving deep into the neon green chaos of the Brat era and the heavy headlines of the week. But now it's time to slow things down, or maybe speed them up, depending on how you feel about nostalgia. It's time for our favorite segment, Throwback Topic. This is the part of the show where we reach back into the vault, whether it's a year ago or a decade ago, and look at a moment that shaped the culture we're living in right now. Usually these are the moments that felt like a bubble at the time, something everyone was obsessed with for 5 minutes, but looking back, they actually changed the trajectory of how we see our favorite artists or even how we navigate the internet.
And for today's throwback, we're going to go back to that moment that was just equal parts of glamorous and, well, a little bit furry. We're going to talk about that time Madonna, the literal queen of pop, was doing a live Q&A from the comfort of her own home, and a guest decided to steal the spotlight. This was doing an Ask Anything chat for Romeo Saturday Night Online. Madonna was sitting there looking iconic, sipping on some wine, answering fans' questions about her latest music and her infamous Coachella makeout session with Drake. But while she was talking about world tours and high fashion, eagle-eyed fans noticed something scary in the background. Twice during the 20-minute video, most notably around the 9-minute and 55-second mark, will look like a rat a very ambitious mouse, went on full speed parade across the floor behind her. Madonna was completely oblivious, just living her best life while the rodent was having its own moment in the global camera. The internet, of course, lost its mind. Orca Man got excited. People was debating if it was a pet or a New York reality check, or if it was the queen was simply needed an exterminator. It's one of those rare humanizing moments where you realize that even if you have sold 30 million records, doesn't care about the aesthetic of your house if your ass got rats. This clip went viral because it was such a glitch in the matrix where a superstar who usually has or is in so much control of her image. When we see these unpolished, chaotic moments in a celebrity's private space, does it make them more relatable to you, or does it just ruin the illusion of the superstar lifestyle? It depends. When Lil Mama walked out on Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, somebody should have put belt the ass on her little ass. Right? When Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, we was all in shock. We didn't think he had it in him. When Cardi B,
the Fresh Prince.
When Cardi B ran up on Nicki Minaj's entourage and that girl bust that bitch upside her head and she had that goddamn hydrant-sized nut on her head.
She got done up.
It really just makes you human. When Tyra Banks cursed that girl out, what we saw, if you are black, anybody loved you, then flashed on you and put you in your place and told you, I'm doing this out of love.
We were all rooting for you out there, too.
Yes.
Find something from this.
Yes, it does make them all human because we all have breaking points. When Mike Tyson bit that damn man's ear off, we felt him.
And when Damon Dash yelled at Lee Daniels for owing the money, it was all for love.
Yep. For his money.
When Tina Turner ran across the freeway from Mike, that was her breaking moment. Bitch broke right across Highway 5. But I say that to say, a rat in the background ain't got shit to do. That I don't relate to that. Remember on The View when they thought it was a mouse or something that went across the floor? Something like
I didn't know that.
Somebody wigged instead.
Yeah, that's a warehouse. No one lives there. That's a workspace. But you sit in a mansion with some wine, being all fabulous and things, with critters in the back.
And a rat is your co-host. How funny.
No.
Oh. Who would this be? The host.
Is it time to take this motherfucker up out of here?
Unless TK has any thoughts.
No thoughts, but you guys wish me luck. I have a interview tomorrow for the show Traders. They're gonna call me and talk to them, and hopefully they like me. And then if that doesn't work out, I'm going to send an audition tape to some MTV girls. So watch me get beat up on TV. I'm gonna make it this year.
Period.
I'm gonna make it this year. I promise. Thank you. So.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. That's what I'm ready.
And on that very special note, this has been another episode of The Bubble Chat. Honestly, today felt like one big, beautiful motherfucking nightmare and a dream at the same damn time, but I wouldn't have it any other way. On a day like today, I just want to remind everyone that is listening to keep pushing those boundaries, keep being volatile. When the words want to be quiet, and most importantly, stay true to your own frequency. We're heading out of the studio now to actually touch some grass, if you know what I mean. But if you need to find you a dance floor, a therapist, or match the energy, go out there and be in seek of it. Massively, we want to thank our crew and to all of you who sticks out there, who's massively, we want to thank our crew and to all of you for sticking with us through the chaos. We see you, we appreciate you, we hear you, and we want you back here with us in the bubble next week. We've been your hosts. We are signing off. Happy International Women's Day to all the icons, the brats, and every woman in between. Stay messy, stay authentic, and stay out of the corporate motherfucking box. We're going to catch you in the next one. This has been The Bubble Chat.
Bye, everyone. Happy Brat Summer. Brat Summer forever.
Good night.
Black power.